Aaron faces death as killer John takes shocking action in Emmerdale after Robert kiss. All hell is breaking loose for Emmerdale's John Sugden, Oliver Farnworth, in the wake of him upgrading from killer to murderer, and now his own husband Aaron Dingle of Danny Miller is the next in the firing line. John has become increasingly unhinged as his lies unravel. The most horrific and bananas act being him shooting Mackenzie in the back with a bow and arrow for learning his connection to Ben, with Mackenzie Boyd, Lawrence Robb, seemingly dealt with. John now just has to worry about Aaron, who is starting to clock on to something weird going on. John was relieved when Aaron suggested they leave the village, not knowing at the time it was because Aaron had slept with Robert. But he was more than happy to go along with it to leave behind the horror he's caused. Having had their breakaway, they briefly returned to the village to tell Chuz, Lucy Pargeter, that they're making the move permanent. Aaron avoids telling his mum he's worried about his husband's behavior. Could this prove a fatal move? John keeps nipping out quite a lot. Actor Danny Miller revealed to us. I think Aaron starts to realize that there's stuff going on that he doesn't know about. Of course he's got Mackenzie's voice in the back of his head, and he's got Robert's voice in the back of his head, and he's trying to ignore all that because he wants it to work with John. It's a dangerous move to ignore his gut feeling. Another little clue hits Aaron when he realizes the place they are moving to might not be brand new for both of them. He finds out that where they are might not be just a random place, and he puts two and two together and starts to work out that maybe Mackenzie and Robert are right. Yikes, what is John's play here? It might be too little too late. John has done what any good sociopath would do, separated Aaron from the ones who can help him. What's worse is that John is about to get more desperate when he learns that Charity Emma Atkins plans to call the police over missing Mac, no longer believing he's off on the month visit to London. Panicked, John makes up an excuse to leave his cozy chat with Aaron and Chuz, leaving Aaron even more concerned about his husband, Vic. Isabel Hodgins later mulls over Charity's worries about Mac with Robert, Ryan Hawley, and reveals Aaron and John are moving into John's childhood home. Robert sees red and marches over to find Aaron packing and tries to convince him he's making a mistake. With nothing to lose, Robert goes in for a kiss, leaving Aaron even more messed up than before. John must sense something as he's feeling jealous. Another dangerous thing for the unhinged villain. He decides he needs to take control of Aaron and plans to drug him so that he is completely dependent on John. He spikes some whiskey and gives Aaron a glass. He watches smugly as Aaron glugs the drink and then heads out to get some firewood for a nice loved-up night by the fire with his unconscious lover. But having downed one drink, Aaron decides he needs another, completely unaware that it's been laced with a dangerous substance. He has no idea the danger he is in, all alone in John's cottage in the woods. Is Aaron set to be John's next victim?